What's up, little happy man? You're too happy. You're too happy. Look at all that happiness inside you. You gotta take it easy, man. Hey everybody, Adam here. Hope everyone is doing well. And I hope that very dramatic intro wasn't too much. What can I say? I get bored sometimes. But I thought it would be a good idea to show you some footage of me actually wearing the boots and walking in them, so why not have fun with it? Anyway, so here are my new boots, as I said in the title of this video, new boots for Rattlesnake season. I have to admit, I'm a few months late. Rattlesnake season technically starts around April, which is when I got these boots, but I wanted to wear them for a few months before doing a review. Little quality assurance, I guess you could say. Now, some of you already know this, some of you probably do not know this. These are actually motorcycle boots for riding off-road. I do not ride a motorcycle. I don't even ride a bicycle. I do sometimes ride a small pink tricycle, but that's a story for another video. So, why would a guy who doesn't ride a motorcycle buy pretty expensive motorcycle riding boots? A long time ago, a few years back probably, maybe even a little longer, I got in the habit of buying motorcycle gear and apparel because everything I put on my body I destroy almost immediately. And one day it just occurred to me, real motorcycle apparel is meant to protect you in a motorcycle accident, so it has to be rugged. Why not buy that stuff so I don't burn through jeans and jackets, etc. as quickly, hence the motorcycle riding boots. So earlier this year I was shopping around for a new pair of boots, looking at all the various websites where they sell this kind of stuff for riders, and came across these, and I thought, well geez, these are actually perfect for my needs. So as you can see, obviously these boots have this big shin guard on them, but they also have plates around the ankles and the toes. And where they don't have plates, this upper is a pretty tough suede, and it's got padding on the inside. So I'm well protected all around. I was looking for something that I could use as a work boot and a hiking boot, but that would also protect me from snake bites, spider bites, scorpion stings, cactus needles, and these do a good job. As you can see, I've quite literally put them through the paces already, pun intended. Like I said, I've had these for maybe just a little over 3 months now, and I've worn them quite a bit. By the way, these are the Drifter waterproof boots by TCX. And they are truly waterproof, I can attest to that. Now, why would a guy who lives in the desert care about waterproof boots? Not a feature that's a top priority for me, but it does come in handy. I like to hike a lot, I go on a lot of long walks, and especially during the monsoon season, it's pretty easy for me to get caught in the rain. This time of year, the rain can just sort of show up out of nowhere. And if I'm, half mile, 2 miles away from home, I'm going to get caught in the rain. That actually happened to me a few weeks ago. I went on a long walk. I was already about half mile from the house. Started raining heavily. And that's how I know these actually are waterproof, because I got soaked from head to toe, except not really, because my feet were dry. Also, we do get a bit of snow here every winter. If you've ever walked on snowy ground, you know how fast your feet can get absolutely soaked. Nothing worse than soaking wet feet in cold weather. So that feature will probably come in handy during the winter as well. Let's see if there's some other features I can go over here. So obviously we have these buckles. These are not lace-up boots. They actually don't have any laces anywhere. You just slide on into them, close this Velcro strap, snap the buckles shut, and that's that. They're easier to get in and out of than I thought they would be, but still kind of a pain. Definitely not as easy as just slipping on a pair of sneakers. So it takes a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. I do have some complaints about these buckles. I don't like that. I like that the clasps are aluminum. I do not like that these straps are plastic. My concern is that, especially in this dry heat and this intense sunlight where I live, I'm concerned that this plastic is going to degrade over the next couple of years, and one day one of these straps is just going to snap. And then I'm not quite sure how I'll go about replacing it. They're kind of weirdly inserted into the boot. And this one up here is inserted into the shin guard. And so I'm not sure if there's an easy way to swap those. Another complaint about the buckles is I think they're a little too hard to snap closed. They're pretty easy to open, but when you're putting the boots on and you've got to finish closing this latch all the way, it takes a bit too much effort than it should. Of course, I'm nitpicking here, but I figure this is sort of a review video. I imagine some people watching this are probably just, thinking about getting these as motorcycle boots and looking for reviews. So might as well share my minor grievances with you. They also have these reflectors on the back. Now I like the fact that these reflectors are not, big gaudy pieces of plastic. I like how they sort of seamlessly integrated them into the design of the boot. Again, not a feature I really need for my use. Oh, I suppose maybe they could come in handy. I'm out hiking with Taryn or Morty and I get kind of too far ahead of them on a trail. Might help them spot me. Probably overthinking that. Very happy with the boots. They're super comfortable. That was something I was a little worried about. Sometimes when you get rugged boots like this, they're not that pleasant to actually wear. These kind of feel like a slipper. Now, something to know is that once your foot is inside of these boots, you're not going to feel anything. They offer no proprioception at all. That's your ability to feel the ground under your feet. So the first time I put these on, it was a little weird, and I had to practice walking around in them for about an hour. It sort of felt like I was wearing stilts. I usually wear pretty minimalist footwear, so I am used to feeling the ground under my feet, and having that sensation just completely stripped away. Yeah, it was a little. I thought I was gonna trip, to be honest. First few steps I took in, I was like, "Whoa, I can't feel what I'm doing, and I don't have any balance." Now I'm used to it. I don't think about it at all. Um, as I already mentioned, these are expensive boots. I paid about $300 for them. I do plan on getting them resold whenever that time comes. I haven't put much wear on the soles, to my surprise, which I'm happy about. Oh, this is another little thing that happens out here often. Little rocks get stuck in these lugs, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, as you can see, I really haven't worn out those lugs much. Just for those of you that don't watch my channel very often, let me show you what the ground out here looks like. So yeah, this is the terrain I'm usually walking on. Well, you saw it at the beginning of the video. I'm walking around on rocks all day, so soles tend to wear out very quickly. These are holding up pretty well. I'm happy with that. Some of the stitching is starting to fray already, like right there. And actually, maybe someone can give me some advice. I was thinking about maybe putting a little bit of glue on that, but I don't know if that's maybe a stupid thing to do. Let me know down in the comments. Also, I should probably address this. Those of you who know me, I can already imagine the comments. You're going to say, but I thought you were bitten on your hand. Yes, I was bitten on my hand. I was bitten on this thumb right here. That was a fluke. Hand bites are rare. The most common bites happen around the ankles and the foot. Basically how it goes is you're walking down a trail, perhaps alongside some brush. There's a snake on the side of the trail. You don't see it. For some reason it doesn't rattle. That happens sometimes. And then boom, you get tagged. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital. That's a story I heard many times when I was in the hospital. In fact, one of my nurses had that happen to her just a year before my stay there. So that is the way that most people end up getting bitten by rattlesnakes. So overall, very happy with these boots. I've owned lots of boots throughout my life now. This is probably maybe like the 6th or 7th pair that I've owned. And I feel confident saying that these are my favorite boots compared to all the other pairs I've had. And I've had some other pretty expensive high-end boots that were, some of them were honestly just a big disappointment. I've bought some expensive boots and burned through them in like 2 or 3 months, which is always a bummer. Again, these are holding up much, much better. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. I would recommend them. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So I will see everyone in the next video. And until then, peace.